going to get some speaking of latency, you ready to do some emails?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I'm a 32-year-old female who's been married 6 years. I've had to deal with sex addiction since a trauma I experienced in high school. I put in the work to better myself in therapy and change my behavior. I love my husband, but I haven't been satisfied with him no matter how many times we do it. We've never had a threesome because my husband doesn't think it's a great idea. I'm very into dominating sexual behavior. I'm trying to fix things without having to leave the relationship.
Yeah.
Any insight? He's slightly into daddy little girl fetishes. Oh my God. And I'm wondering if that would be something healthy to explore. I'm not sure she has dealt with her sex addiction. Call me crazy. This is Alexandria. What do you think? You're going to give it a thumbs up on a threesome?
Yeah. I'm going to do the threesome thumbs up.
Okay.
But that's an interesting sort of hang up, right? Like, why doesn't he like...
Well, here's the thing. I'm reading between the lines here. I'm gonna predict she had a sexual trauma before the thing she experienced in high school, whether she's aware of it or not.
Yeah.
She has had some sex addiction treatment, but I can tell by the way she talks about it that the treatment has been nominal, and she's looking for higher and higher intensity and arousal, which is part of sex addiction. That's what the threesome is about. But in getting that higher and higher levels of arousal, she'll start going down that path again and fuck up her relationship.
Oh.
See.
God.
Sorry.
Bummer, man.
Bummer, man. There you go.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know.
So wait, you're saying because someone has had a sex addiction, that sort of like makes it so they're not allowed to have a threesome?
I'm not saying they're not allowed to. I'm saying that I smell trouble here with this young lady.
Say it, though. Say you're not allowed to have a threesome.
You, Duncan, are not allowed to have a threesome.
No, say it to her.
Oh, Alexandria, you're not allowed to have a threesome.
But say it like her daddy.
Here's another one. As a mommy, this is a mommy organization.
Yeah.
It's tempting to ask you a question about dicks or farts, but I'll take the high road and ask a serious question. I have dry eye disease caused by advanced meibomian gland dysfunction. I saw you post on Instagram that you had IPL. I did that for dry eye after PRK. How did IPL work for you? It worked extremely well. I'm going to try to get some more this week in fact, because I'm drying out again.
What's
no
IPL?
Risk. Intense pulse light. Very intense
Whoa.
pulse light. And they do it around the eye, and it loosens the glands, essentially. We don't really know how it works, but there's essentially no downside in proper hands. So get IPL if you have this. Dry eye is a horrible, horrible curse. It's not just dry eye during the day. It's like having razor blades for eyelids.
Terrible. Can't you just drip?
Put drops in?
Yeah.
It only lasts for a few minutes when you really have it. So,
God.
So let me just show you. In my pocket is one kind of eye drop, two kinds of eye drops.
Oh, my God.
Let's see what else I got in here. There's only two kinds of eye drops. Oh, no. There's a third one in here. 3 kinds of eye drops.
Jesus, God. Look at those drops.
Just to get me through the day. But the nights are the bad part.
Oh, my God, man.
It's a commitment. Dude.
What about those drops that make your eyes, like, whiter? Is that bullshit? Have you seen that?
No, yeah, the blue drops.
Is that real?
No, it's real, but I've been asking you. They're not approved in this country, and I can't figure out why not. I keep asking about it.
Huh. Somebody didn't pay off the right person.
Perhaps not.
I thought I saw some at the drugstore. I was going to buy
the blue stuff?
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe it's around now. I might be psycho. As of late, I feel like I've lost respect for human life. I find myself frequently thinking about ways to kill people for fun.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. Ways to get rid of the body. I think about... Josh, is this you? Josh, is this... ways to get rid of the body. I think about criminal activities a lot. I track armored cars around when I see them.
What?
I walk in
track how do you track an armored... What does that even mean?
You go around, follow them. I walk in residential neighborhoods at night and pay attention to human activity, empty houses, etc. I've never hurt anyone or stolen anything before, but lately I feel like I'm walking on a tightrope, that the slightest thing might push me over the edge. Should I bring this up to my physician? If so, how do I do so?
Yes!
Yeah, I would bring it up to somebody. Here's the horrible part. You don't know if this is just some sort of depression or unregulated aggression that he has, or if he has some underlying biological problem or he's a psychopath, right? And I have no way of knowing which this is. If this is just a guy that's feeling aggressive and having horrible fantasies, doctor can help quite a bit. But if he's a psychopath, I don't know.
Wait, let's just talk about it for a second longer, though, because it's like, it's interesting. Like, for one, like, the thing is, like, whoever you are, you have to get help now.
Yeah,
you
have to
can't
tell
tiptoe
somebody.
around it. You have
Yeah.
to get help
Yes,
now.
100%.
Don't fuck around.
As we were saying earlier, don't wait until it's too late when we have to deal with you through the legal system and God knows what. God help you at that point.
God help us.
Yeah.
He wrote in to Dr. Drew After Dark, and they brushed it off, and now what? It's like you gotta get help. Also, to me though, here's where these things are a little odd though.
What are you saying?
No, I'm just like you're teetering on the edge of some horrific thing.
Yeah, he's not saying he has a plan to do it. He's talking about fantasies about it.
You're tracking armored cars?
Whatever that means.
Exactly. What does that fucking mean? What does that even mean? Like, your mind has gotten that. By the way, I am no judger of mental illness. My gyro goes off all the time, so I'm not judging you at all, my friend. I will tell you, I've been afraid of armored cars. I've been afraid of. I've been so stoned. I've thought like postmen maybe are like bees.
Sting you?
No, just like they're like a hive. They're like, like some kind of scare. Like, oh God, like what if they have bee heads? I don't know what they're doing. Why are they looking at me? Why are they? So I'm.
Remember the data that's out lately about cannabis causing paranoid psychosis?
Yeah, I've been there. I'm just saying that because I don't want to seem like I'm stigmatizing mental illness. As someone who's like enjoys mental illness from time to time, I know how weird it can get out here. But to me, it is odd that like someone who's like in that spot, that hell zone, is also like, you know what? I'm going to send an email to Dr. Drew After Dark.
Right, which is why I assume this is just some sort of, he's in a bad, depressed place having horrible fantasies.
Yes.
But you're absolutely correct. This should be taken completely seriously. He needs to talk to somebody before something horrible happens, just like as if he were suicidal or anything else.
And you're not your thoughts.
Homicidal fantasies are similar to suicidal fantasies. They're not okay. He doesn't have a plan. He doesn't, intend to do anything. But tell somebody before you get to that point.
And you're like teetering on the brink of true wisdom. It's just like anytime you're like losing your mind a little bit, you're actually, if you get the right kind of help, it's always an opening experience where you realize like, here's how you actually rob armored cars. Like you don't follow them around. You have to get a job at Brinks.
I'm going to leave this next one until maybe next show. I'm afraid of what you might say to it.